So yes, students do fail when they pursue their masters in the UK. So in this video, I want to break down 5 different reasons that you don't end up in that situation. Hopefully you guys pass, and my always aim is for my students is that they score a distinction at least. They make their country proud, they make their parents proud. So in this video, let's start breaking down 5 different reasons. And moreover, this is my own experience when I observe other MSc students and when I just talk to them. There are a few of the things when they start revealing it. The very first thing is they take their assignments too lightly. Now here, when you do your masters, at least for my course, we had multiple assignments during all over the year. Now every single assignment is important, and the reason for saying that is because every single assignment has got some percentage in your overall degree. Let's say overall degree, the maximum marks you can achieve in the degree is 100%. Now let's say if there's one, so sometimes there's just a quiz. A quiz is one kind of assignment, and you just need to perform really well in that quiz. And that quiz is based upon the lecture material which your professor has taught maybe in the last 3 months. Now some of the students just say like, okay, it's just 10 marks. Even if I don't score nice, I might score good in my exams. And that's the kind of attitude which I will not kind of promote on my channel. Like, you shouldn't be having this kind of attitude, because I mean, like, you're spending a lot of money when you start pursuing your masters here. You spend around 20 to 30 lakhs. So even like even the 10 marks are really important, because that 10 marks maybe for your overall degree, maybe it constitutes about 2 to 3%. And now if you take that assignment lightly, let's say like, I mean, this is extreme situation, let's say you got 0 out of 10, basically you've lost that 3%. So now when you're in your examinations, now you're competing for the 97%, so you can't get 98% essentially. So again, this is an example of one assignment, but there are multiple assignments all over the year, and just make sure that you really perform well in all those assignments. And then secondly, if you're getting a doubt in your assignment, make sure you talk to the professor. And this is the second point, that some of the master students, they take too much of pressure on themselves, which I don't think they should take that much of pressure, because their professors are really friendly, really approachable. All you need to do is you just need to send an email to your professor. You have to communicate that, well, this is a doubt which I've got, like this is the stuff which you taught me in the lectures, I've got a doubt over here, can we just arrange a 15 to 13 minutes of a meeting, and this is my availability, I'm available on Wednesday in the afternoon. And that's like very simple. Like, it doesn't take like too much of efforts, but the thing is, like, you need to overcome that shyness in order to approach your own professors. But like, just trust me, like, just don't be shy in this country at all. Like, you know, here professors, they're getting paid to talk to you guys, to help you guys, to clear your doubts. Don't think he's going to be busy, he's not going to reply you. Like, don't think all such negative things. Like, here my own experience has been, whenever I've contacted my professor, they have been really helpful. So the second advice over here is make sure that you communicate to your professors. Now the third thing is that, now this is actually one of the experience when I was talking to one of the master student, and I met him in a party, and basically I was just like talking to him how his experience going, and he was really sad. He said me that, oh well, you know, my degree, I thought like it will be going well, like I thought I'll be getting good marks in my assignments, but like I mean, like, I'm not getting good marks in my assignments. And then he say like, there are other students in the other universities, they're enjoying their life, they don't have to study too much, still they score good marks. And now there are a lot of problems like in this whole statement. And like, when I said him like, okay, well, now you're in the party with me, what were you doing in the morning? He said that I went to another party in the morning, so he was in like other festival in the morning. And I was really astonished that I mean, like, thing is that, you know, see, like, you can enjoy, you can socialize with your friends over here, but always remember that your main focus is studies, right? Now, like, partying and all those things are fine. It's fine occasionally. For example, the party which I attended like after 3 months, like one party. I don't go to all of these parties regularly, so make sure that you are going to all these parties like just occasionally, because trust me, like, these parties, I mean, like, there's nothing constructive in this all parties. I mean, just like this very loud music, you can't talk to other person, you can't just like talk something productive in all this parties. So I'm like not a party person. But even if you're a party person, just make sure you're coming here for your studies. That's your focus, that's why your parents have put a lot of money. So the second thing is, like, in terms of example of my friend which I gave you, is comparison with others. See, like when you come here, it's your own life, and your life is in your own control. So just don't think about the other person. Like if they're enjoying, you never know what the situation is going to be. Like don't judge a book by its cover. That's the statement I will say you. Like, everyone has got their own complication. Everyone has got their own situations. Sometimes the other person is happy. Maybe that's the time they see you, but maybe behind the door they're really sad inside. They maybe they're struggling with a lot of different things. Maybe they're struggling with homesickness. They're struggling with their course. There are a lot of other problems involved. Like any one of the international students or UK students. So just don't judge anyone else. But what you can do is you can focus on your own self. Like you can focus on, well, okay, like this is the lecture material which the university has provided me. Do I understand it? Like there's a concept called active recall. So whenever you've done your, like let's say if you've gone through a particular lecture slide, then just put some questions for yourself at the end of it. Then try to answer those questions like by removing the lecture slide. Then just that's active recalling. That do you remember like what's happening in the lecture slide? Do you actually understand the concepts? Can you answer the past examination questions? So this is a way you start learning and memorizing and building your memory, isn't it? So essentially, don't compare your lives with anyone else. Like it's your own life, it's in your own control. Your parents are paying the fees, maybe you're doing part-time job then paying the fee, but everything is in your own control. And whenever you've got a doubt, anything is going wrong, professors are your friend over here. So make sure you take the professor's advantage. Now the other point is that students work too much during their master's degree. Now let me just be very clear. Now I came here for an undergraduate degree, like a bachelor's degree, but I also got an integrated master's. For me it was still relaxed, you know. I had 4-5 years of staying in the UK, but for you guys like who come for master's, it's just only 1 year. Now I mean, like you can do part-time job, but just don't do over the limit. Because when you start doing over the limit of part-time job, the thing is like your studies are getting affected. And trust me, in the UK, if you want to have a successful life, if you don't want any hurdles in your life, you need to study hard in here. Like there is no other alternative. Because the problem here is that, well, the part-time job which you're doing over here maybe is paying you really high money. You know, maybe let's say you're earning as much as possible. But trust me, like these kind of jobs are only for short term. These jobs don't work for long term, because like all these part-time jobs which you guys do, this is just mainly kind of labor jobs, like where you have to spend, let's say 10 hours working in a shop, working in a restaurant. I mean, like imagine like when you've got your own family, you can't manage these kind of jobs, right? Maybe these are giving you the money at the initial moment, but like these are not long term. These are not going to give you a sponsorship for the worker visa. These are, I mean, these kind of jobs are just for you to pay your living expenses, and that's all. Okay, essentially the top line is that you're just coming here for your masters for 1 year, so just be really focused. Just make sure your priority number one is your studies. The second priority is maybe doing some part-time job, just paying your living expenses, because paying a tuition fee, maybe in the holidays you work full-time, but during your studies you can't work full-time at all. You just have to work those 15 to 20 hours. When you join your university, then start writing a CV, start writing a cover letter, start talking to the career service, start showing your CV to the professor, so that you get the sponsorship for the worker visa. So like this is the main point of this video, and I hope like none of you get failed, and my audience always get distinction, at least more than 80%. That's like that's kind of spirit should be for my own audience. So make sure to give it a like if you enjoyed, if you find some value, and subscribe the channel for regular updates. Cheers, bye bye.